Can you help me with my cufflinks?
French cuffs for the big date?
Always.
Seriously? You're going out with Thea Delgado?
Indeed, she asked me, and of course I was happy to accept.
So it's business?
No, our business relationship is over. Tonight we start something else. Are you sure this doesn't bother you?
Are you sure that Thea is the right choice for you?
Now, why would you ask me that?
Because Thea, like so many of the nouveau riche, can be so vulgar.
I like your new ring, by the way, and the other one as well. You know, I find Thea quite charming.
And I'm not.
Oh, I'm not saying that at all. But we were talking about Thea. She's a remarkable combination, really beautiful, obviously, very bright, and provocative, passionate. The qualities, really, that I appreciate most in a woman.
Don't play games with me.
I don't know what you mean, but thank you for your assistance. Hope you have a lovely evening with your nephew, Mrs. Buchanan.
I'm not about to stick around and watch you with any one of Vanessa's ex-husbands, but I'll have someone set you up.
Thanks, Cris. You're a good guy.
You really think so?
Didn't someone tell you otherwise?
No, nobody. See ya.
See ya.
You're kidding me, right? Me and Cristian. The misogynistic pig who dumped our friend for the first hoochie that came along and then tried to blame my sister who's in a coma who can't do anything. Yeah, I'm carrying a real torch for a guy like that. Okay.
I'm sorry, I am.
And another thing. He called me a bitch.
What?
Yes, a bitch. And he said it's my fault that I'm alone.
Oh,
And
I got it.
he went out of his way to make me feel like damaged goods. Like, I was the one who screwed things up with Fish, who, just to be clear, I didn't want in the first place.
Hey, did I just hear my name? Bo, for what it's worth, if it was one of my kids in Matthew's situation, I don't know what I'd be doing.
You know, when I got back from Vietnam, I saw a lot of guys in wheelchairs, and most of them were kids. They weren't much older than what Matthew is right now. My heart went out to him. But I'm not sure I ever really thought about what it was like to be them. So a lot of them were bitter and they were depressed and they couldn't handle it. And I'm not sure, Matt.
Listen, you and Nora are going to make sure that he does handle it.
But how? Do I tell him to look on the bright side? Or do I push him? Or do I back off and let him just be mad at the whole world? You know, I always felt like I was sure that I knew what was best for my son. And now,
You're not expected to have all the answers. That's why you should be leaning on me, Vicky, the rest of your family and your friends. We want to help, Bo. And all you have to do is ask.
So there's no chance of Matthew regaining the use of his legs?
Well, if there was, we certainly would have heard about it by now. I mean, we've done a lot of internet research and talked to a lot of doctors, especially those with major breakthroughs.
And nobody's offering any kind of hope?
Well, his spinal cord isn't severed, so that's hopeful. But the longer this goes on, that's not so hopeful. And we just have to make sure that we just, you know, keep on keeping on, you know, keep it together for Matthew. It's, hey, just, how do I do that? How do I do that?
The same way you did for Rachel's addiction, I guess.
Rachel's addiction was different, you know, because it's, you just take away the drugs, you lock her in rehab, and she's bound to get better. This is different. You can't turn to Matthew and say, come on, turn that frown upside down, you know? Keep on fighting, kiddo. Everything's gonna get better. And then expect it to get better. It just doesn't work that way. And there's just not a damn thing I can do. Oh, Hank. Oh. Wanted to throw the book at that kid, you know, the one that caused the accident. 18 years old, and I wanted to put him in prison.
Well, he is responsible for what happened to Matthew, isn't he?
Oh, yeah, and I wanted to make him pay.
So why didn't you?
I'm his guardian. And even though his mother came back, it was still kind of on my watch. And he lived here. Matthew loves him like a brother and begged me to be easy on him. And I certainly didn't want to do that. I really didn't. Then we got to the arraignment, and I turned around and I saw him sitting there. And all I could do was think of Rachel. When Rachel was using drugs, remember that? She could have killed somebody. Do you know how lucky we were?
Yeah, we were.
And in the court that day, I just kept thinking, God, putting Rachel in Cole's place, and I kept thinking of us and me in the back of the courtroom, praying that someone would help her, not destroy her. So I sent him to rehab instead of prison.
Well, you did the right thing, Nora.
Yeah, well, punishing Cole wasn't going to make Matthew better. I just wish I knew what would.
Hank the Cannon Gannon!
Hey.
Oh, man.
Hey, man.
Is it good to see you?
Clint.
Why are you guys talking about me?
Oh, we were just discussing how ripped you're looking lately. Where did these muscles come from?
Oh, I've been working out. You know, now that I'm back on the force, and in case I ever want to have a social life again.
Okay, but you know what? It won't be long. You just keep up with those curls, dude. Yeah.
You see? Once again, Cristian screws me up. What? How?
Give me a break. So what are you laying on me now?
Oh, no, you go ahead. Fish? Kyle. Wow, I never thought I'd see you again.
Yeah. What are the odds?
And I'm not a cop anymore, Jack, but I wish I'd caught the guy that did this to your mom before he did it. I'm here to make sure she doesn't get hurt again, and you and Sam and Star don't get hurt either.
My dad could take care of all of us if he lived here.
I know you'd like that, but it's not my call.
So I guess Aunt Dorian made you the man of the house.
No. I'm not your dad. I'm not gonna act like him. Just want to make sure all you guys are safe. I promised your mom I'd do that, so I guess we're stuck with one another.
My mom promised me that we'd be a family. And my dad promised me that we'd be together again. You know what? Promises suck.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, so how long's it been? Since college. You know, I didn't even know you were back in town.
Yeah, haven't really left. I'm in med school now, work at the hospital. You?
I'm one of Lambview's finest. I actually should take that. Fish?
Yeah, it's McBain. You busy?
What now?
Well, I got some information on the Halpern Granger murder.
Where are you?
202 Lincoln.
I'm on my way.